In sets of 2. So our first exercise is a double pulse squat. So feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You're gonna come down into your squat, pulse coming up. When you're coming up, we're not gonna hinge our hips forward. We are gonna keep the tension on the glutes, however. So you're gonna focus on squeezing the glutes and holding that squeeze as long as possible. So my body's angled slightly forward. Knees stay slightly bent as I come up. Nice work. We're gonna take a 15-second rest in between all of our exercises today. Your second exercise, I'm just gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna do a side step squat. So you're gonna come to one end of your mat, come down to a squat, staying the same height, 2 steps, coming up and down. Same thing other way. So as you're doing this, I want you to focus on keeping those knees pressed outwards. Don't let your knees kind of cave in as you're walking. Hold that squat position, keeping the weight to the outsides of your feet. And same thing when you come up, not hinging the hips all the way forward, keeping the tension on the glutes. Nice work, 15-second rest. We are gonna repeat those 2 exercises before we move on to our next superset. So starting off with our double pulse squats. Sit nice and low into your squat, back into those heels. Really think about pressing your weight through your heels as you stand up or as you come up from your squat. Good, shake it out. Moving on to our side step squats. Remember to keep your chest nice and lifted as you're doing this. Nice work. Next exercise you're going to need your chair for. If you don't have a chair, you're just going to do glute bridges on the floor. If you do have a chair, we're gonna do some hip thrusts. So, the edge of your chair or your bench is in the middle of your shoulder blades. We're focusing on hinging the hips, keeping the chin tucked and pressing the hips all the way to the sky. So you can have your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. You can test to see where you feel the tension more in your glutes. I like to have my feet a little bit wider, toes pointed outward. Good work. Next up, we're gonna do some curtsy lunges. So we're gonna do 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other leg, then we'll take a rest. So we're gonna start off with our right leg. Left leg is behind you on a diagonal. You're coming down and up. So again, remembering to push through this supporting heel as you stand up. Think about almost as if you were doing like a leg press at the gym, but the floor is that platform, so you're trying to push the floor away from you. Good, switching sides right away. Good, shake it out, get that chair ready to go, going back into our hip thrusts. Try and think about keeping your back nice and straight so you're not arching your back as you come down here. Your pelvis is still tucked, trying to hold that squeeze in the glutes as long as possible. And we're hinging and keeping our chin tucked, so we're looking forward. We're not letting it go here because we're gonna hurt our neck and our back. Good work. All right, getting ready for curtsy lunges one last time. So my toe is pointed a little bit out diagonally. I'm not standing straight here on this foot. I'm twisting my heel inwards a little bit. I'm really thinking about pressing through that heel. And when I do that, I really feel this side glute fire up. Getting ready for the left side. Nice job. All right, moving on to our next superset. We're gonna do some kickbacks, and I'm gonna do this holding the chair. If you don't have a chair, you're on the ground, doing kickbacks in a tabletop position. But I want you to try and keep the tension on the glute as much as possible. So I'm not bringing the knee in all the way here. I'm just bringing it into where I can still feel the tension, then kicking back out and squeeze. Squeeze. All right, we're gonna switch legs right away. Remember to think about your core as you're doing this exercise as well. We're not arching the back to get the leg up. We're just using that glute muscle and protecting that low back. Good. Your second exercise is gonna be some side lunges. We're gonna do these alternating, so we're gonna do this for 45 seconds. So nice wide stance. We're keeping the chest lifted and sitting into the supporting heel, hinging at the hip. And again, thinking of the floor as that platform and the leg press, pushing it away, squeezing those inner thighs together, then coming to the other side. Now notice I'm not coming all the way down here. I'm coming to just where I feel that tension on the glute, and then I push through the heel to come back. Nice work, 15-second rest, getting ready for those kickbacks one more time. So think about tucking that pelvis under. I know it seems backwards because you're kicking the leg backward. And just focus on squeezing that glute and keeping the core tight. Getting ready to switch sides. Good work. All right, side lunges, last time. Here we go, sitting into that supporting heel. Ten more seconds. Nice job. Last exercise. This is just a single set. We're just going to do some reverse lunges. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, then 30 seconds on the other side. So you're going to step back into this lunge. Again, hinging the body forward, pressing through the supporting heel to come up. Here we go, changing legs. Good, give yourself a 15-second rest. We're gonna do that one last time and then we're done. I promise she is an energetic dog. I don't know what it is. Every time I work out, she thinks it's like nap time on the mat. She looks like a doll, but I swear she's alive. All right, last minute. Don't forget about your form. Don't make these lunges huge. Don't step all the way back here. Keep it a little bit tight. Hinge point is that glute. Good, left side, last 30 seconds. Give those legs a shake, give yourself a pat on the back. Great job, guys.